You another curling tutorial because I'm going on a cruise in like a week, and the big soft waves that I normally wear probably won't last very long in humidity and on a boat where there's wind, and I'm sure some of you live in a place like that where there's lots of wind and humidity, so I thought I'd show you. I'm going to do tousled waves that I can touch up over the next few days, but kind of are just like messy looking but with a purpose. So they're a wave with a curling iron, and it's a wrap and twist method, and then I'm using a few different products that I don't normally use, so it's something different. Okay, to get started, I'm going to section off my hair. So the key to this style of curling is that we take small sections. So if you could feel this, it isn't very much hair. Oh, let me tell you about this. I was actually going to do a different curling iron. I just can't because I love this one. I know I use a lot of the same things, but it's because they work and they're just my favorite. So this is an 1.25" Babyliss Nano Pro Titanium. Made out of titanium, has that soft coating. It looks like a matte finish, so it works really well, glides through your hair. I love it, I can't help it. I'm gonna start with the 7-second glossing spray. This is their heat protectant spray from Unite. It's very lightweight, which I like. Kind of messes with my head when I use a heat protectant that makes my hair kind of wet. Like, I don't think that would be a good thing. So I like that one. It's like a really soft mist. So I'm gonna take a really small section. I'm gonna clamp, roll it up, unwind, keep it in the barrel, roll it up, unwind, roll it back down, roll it back up. This makes like these really skinny little curls, which probably look really funny, but when I'm done, they're perfect. So this style in general takes a little bit longer than the big soft waves. However, I don't touch it up with heat the next few days, so I think it's worth the time because it's that easy. So we got really skinny waves right here. Then I'm gonna use my Unite Texturizer. I love this. It's not as sticky as a hairspray, and it has a little bit more tact than the dry shampoo because this look needs texture. That's like the name of the game for the whole thing. Okay, I'm taking down my next section. And depending on the density of your hair, the size section you're taking down will vary. So if your hair's thicker, do less. If it's thinner, do a little bit more. I'm gonna prep it. 7-second glossing. Grab my curling iron. Grabbing a very small section in the front. Go close to my scalp. Sorry, there's a mirror right next to the camera so that I can see. And you unwind and drop. You see how it makes this really ugly curl? I promise it works out. It's kind of weird looking though in the meantime. And I take a skinny section. Oh, and another key to this is we're gonna rotate the whole way through. If we do them all the same direction, it would still work, but it wouldn't have as much texture as we need. And then I want my ends to stay straight because again, it's just that tousled wave. When you get to the back, it's kind of hard to reach. Don't overthink it. Just grab a section of hair. We're repeating the same thing over and over again. I'm gonna slow this down for you on the next one. So if you're getting stuck, you can see what you're doing. These curls, or just the way I handle the iron, it looks more complicated than it is. So here we go if we slow it down. Okay, a small section, like before. I'm gonna start close to my head. I'm gonna roll it up, unwind, roll it back up, pull through just a tiny bit, unwind, roll it back up. So in one sense, you're making a skinny curl and you're like heating it back up with the iron and then unwinding, rolling it back up, unwinding, rolling it back up. And then I always tug on the ends and pull them straight. So here I am rotating close to my head, roll it back up, unwind, roll it back up, unwind, and just pull it straight. I'm sure this looks a little weird. It works though. Okay. Same thing in the back, roll it back up, unwind, roll it back up, unwind. Don't forget to check the back of your head, just because if you forget a piece, you're gonna have one straight straggler back there. This is definitely a curling style that you could use a smaller curling iron. So if you have a 3/4 or a 1 inch, you're totally fine. Grab that one. I've also seen this done with a 1.5 too. So kind of depends on what you want to do. Love how unite smells. Just need like a candle of that. So this is also a curling style I like to use on people that have really fine hair and want it to look thicker, because I know if I try to do big soft waves on someone and they only have so much hair per square inch, you know, like density, no matter what I do, I can't get volume out of that. It's just really tough. So I resort to this because I can get more curls in on their head and then put a lot of product in it. It looks much thicker than it actually is. So if your hair is fine and no matter what you do with your curls, it's just falling flat, I would try this out. If you do this style and it's still having a hard time holding, I would use a really lightweight dry shampoo or use that texturizer and spray the section beforehand, just because some people's hair needs something to hold on to. A little bit of like texture already in your hair. All you guys that have wavy hair or curly hair and you hate it, this is perfect for you. This is not even fair that you guys have that much body. When I have clients with curly hair and they're like, well, I gotta blow dry it first and then straighten it and then curl it. I'm like, what? No, you don't. Like, just work with all that texture that you have. It's a blessing, trust me, because you get so much volume, so much texture. All of us are just trying to make it bigger, and you just have to tame it down, which is actually easier than trying to make it bigger. So if you have wavy curly hair, do not worry about doing all that first. Let it air dry, let it be kinky. This is your hairstyle. Okay, so you would think this is my last section. I'm actually gonna cut this in half. I want little sections because that's what gives me all that texture and height that you like. This isn't the style where it's flat on top and the curls are more bouncy down here. This is like your texture with volume, especially if you like to tease your hair. This is probably the curls that you like. So as I move up more to the top of my head, I'm gonna try as hard as I can to keep these curls higher. So if you notice, I didn't, here, let me show you. I didn't do this. I didn't grab a big section. I still stayed small. And I didn't come down here and start curling. I over direct. That gives you volume. So hold it up high. Roll it right on top of your head. Unwind it, roll it back up. What you may not notice is that I'm kind of pulling the clamp out a little bit just to let it glide. So if you're wondering if I'm dragging, I kind of am, but I'm also loosening this clamp just a little bit. If you open it completely, your hair is going to fall out of the barrel. But if you just open it a tiny bit, then it gives you more flexibility to move the iron through your hair. Unwind it, roll it back up, unwind, roll it back up. This style is so cute on long hair. It does take a little bit longer, I'll be honest, but it's worth the time. It's so cute. Especially since we're gonna be heading into summer. That's what made me think of it, because I'm like, I'm going on this cruise. I wanna feel like beachy. I'm going to Mexico if you're wondering. Pretty darn excited. Me and the husband, no kids. I feel like I'm like hiding. It'll be good. I thought about maybe recording a video out there. I don't know what it's like. I've never actually been on a boat, ever. I'm a little nervous to be on the ocean without my kids. I don't know. It'll be fun. So if you know this is the style you're going to be doing to your hair, in the shower, use volumizing shampoo and conditioner. I'll link in the description all these products that I'm using. I love Unite. They are paraben free. They're super clean. Oh, sorry, sulfate free. Some of them are phosphate and paraben free, but each product varies a little bit. I actually have some clients who are, they are celiac. They have that, and so they have to be really careful about gluten and everything. And they can even have some of the Unite products because they're on the list. So they're super clean. It's another reason that you can use 5 things and they won't weigh your hair down. They just work together so well. Because I love product. I don't like to just put it in the one time I shampooed my hair that day. I like to do it the next days too. And this look is fun because it's a few different products I don't use often. I use them a lot more in the summer because they handle heat and humidity really well. In the winter, I don't always think it's necessary, but I'll show you guys at the end what I'm doing with that. Stragglers, don't let them go. Okay, I'm on my last section. We made it. Oh wait, I forgot to spray this, hold on. Can't miss that part, it's the best part. Okay, here's my top section. That was 7-second glossing, and on my top I am gonna also put a layer of texture spray. Just because your top is usually, it's just not as easy to like get your curls to stay. Pretty much on everyone, unless you have curly hair, you're just blessed. You already have volume. All of us are just trying to make it happen. Okay, so when you're up here, you're over directing and you're staying up. Over direct means instead of down here, that's probably comfortable, you hold it out or straight up and forward. All that over directing just gives you volume, and think about it as it's giving you an extra day of lift. Because your curls are just going to fall at some point, and so if they start down here, they're gonna fall out. You want them to start up here so they have a lot longer to fall. And even with me talking through this in real time, I'm at about almost 15 minutes or so. At home, once you get the hang of this, it doesn't take as long. I'm much quicker when I'm not trying to do it perfect for you guys. But no joke, I really don't have to put any heat on these after. My big soft waves, I will put heat on. I'll just recurl my 2 front pieces because I like that bounce in the front, and I'll let the rest go. But with this kind, it just turns into this like tousled texture. And that's one thing on this video I wanted to show you, because I show you how to do it in the first place, but it's important for you to know what to do tomorrow and the next day. Always keep in mind how dense your hair is, if it's coarse or really fine. These curling irons have knobs on the side. So turn it down if your hair is really fine and keep it at the top if your hair is thick and coarse. I, in general, keep mine at the top just because I cruise through it pretty quick and my blonde's really healthy. So if you're nervous about it, turn the heat down, that's why it's there. In case you're wondering, I have mirrors on this side and on that side. Got it from all angles. Oh, am I done? This is the last one. Congratulations, everybody. You made it. You get a ribbon at the end. It's called Everyone Likes Your Hair. Okay, texturize it, leaving it on. So I'm gonna let these sit while I talk. That's super important. You don't wanna run your fingers through them as soon as you're done because they need to set. They still feel warm. You want them to feel completely cool. So what I'm gonna finish with product-wise is Unite Liquid Volume. This stuff, if you like that really piecey look through your ends, or you have short hair and like texturizer or texture spray or dry shampoo still fall and you want just more, try this stuff out. Liquid volume. It used to be called dust. I love this stuff. So I'm gonna put this through my ends for more grit. And then this is the expanded dust. This stuff, it's not what it looks like. Be intentional. When it comes out, here, I'll show you. It has this kind of a top. It almost looks like a baby powder top, but it's so strong. So it comes out, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but it's like super fine. Oh my gosh, it has so much grit. So I use this a lot in my extension clients. I'll put it through like their hair when it's all silky just to kind of give it texture. But a lot of my clients like putting this, like poofing a little bit of this through here for some texture. So I'm gonna show you how I do that. This stuff is like so popular. Okay, my curls feel good. So I'm gonna start breaking them down. I'm gonna show you what that looks like. Normally I brush out with a brush. With this look, I'm gonna only use my fingers. So I'm gonna start at the top, I'm gonna start at the bottom, holding the top, sorry. Run your fingers through, then do the top. Same thing on this side. Then run your fingers through the top. See how this already looks? So much texture. That's like my goal in life, is to have textured hair. Okay, so lots of curls. You see how they're kind of piecey? If you like that, leave it this way. If you want more messed up, which is what I like, that's why I said messy with a purpose. I'm gonna go through with my texturizer. I'm gonna start creating chaos. You can't go wrong. Everything from Unite is so lightweight, so just go at it. Okay, liquid volume. Actually, no, I'm gonna use this stuff first, the expanded dust, because I wanna go top to bottom, because if I go at my ends first, they're gonna be kind of stuck. So, this is how you use the expanded dust. Lift up a section. Woo! It's in there. And kind of work it in. Lift up the other side. Poof. It is serious. Like, do not be, what's the word? Not intimidated. Don't be deceived. It is serious grit. But it's not like that, what's it called? Puff Me brand, is it Puff Me? Yeah, that stuff is too sticky. So I like this because I can still touch my hair and it's not like, oh, what was that? I'm gonna put a little bit more. Oh yeah. Girl, look at that. Okay, liquid volume. Love this stuff. So this is a little different. You don't go ham with this. So this stuff is a little different. You don't go crazy with it. You're not gonna spray it all over, because be intentional, this stuff is a lot more stick than what you've been using. So I'm gonna stick to this region and then I'm gonna work my way through it pretty quickly. So I'm letting it dry and then I'm moving it around. I love this look. Okay, spraying it, letting it dry, and I'm working my fingers through it. That's really important, because if you go at it too soon, then you're probably pulling your curl out. You want to do it slowly. Okay, look at all of that texture. I love this look so much. I also do a similar look with a 3-barrel, which I can show you at the end of this video. But if you want to stick to a curling iron, this works amazing, because what I want to show you is once it starts to fall down a little bit over the next few days, don't go at it with heat. This is a curl that you can literally mess up with your fingers or just kind of redo with your fingers in the morning. If you wake up and it's like, where did you go last night? Because your hair looks crazy. That's how I am. Then just take your texture spray, look at your hair, and just start working it through and just mess with it. Like normally when you're looking at Pinterest or you see someone super cute and you're like, how did you do your hair? They're like, oh, this is like 3-day-old hair. Like, that's all they're doing. They're letting it go. It turns into a really relaxed, tousled wave. If you live in humidity, work with it. Wear a beach spray. Oh, that's the one product I forgot. Beach Day by Unite. It is a textured beach spray, but it's not sticky. So it kind of helps you start over for the next day without undoing everything that you did. So it's wet, but you spray it in and you'll feel this product and this product kind of break down so that you can redo it after. So I spray that all over, very light, kind of work it through, and then I start over and I pick up my texturizer, I work it back in, I use my liquid volume, I work it back in, and then this is just a fallen version and it's just more tousled. So that's my go-to for the next few days, and I will make this last through 4 or 5 days, not even joking. You probably think it looks messy. Everyone else is wishing and wondering how you did it. So this is my tousled beach wave, not my big soft wave. So if you want to change up your curl, do something different, this is how you do it.